Welcome to my lazy way of farming gold for Classic WoW. This will only take you around 2 to 3 minutes of actively playing the game, and then you can log out for 5 to 10 minutes at a time. For this farm, you're going to head to Maul East, and you're going to need to have herbalism in order to do this. You can start this at 270 herb, but I highly recommend doing this at 300, so you don't fail any of the times that you go to pick one of these herbs. On screen is a map provided to us by Tej, and I'll leave a link to all the other resources in the description of this video. What we're going to be doing for this farm is jumping down and farming the 4 potential herb spawns in this room. All you have to do is start from the top left and make your way around the room in a clockwise pattern. Just keep an eye on the patrols and avoid them at all cost, and keep a safe distance away from the pods as they can potentially root you, drop a poison cloud, and spawn additional lashers. Now, as we make our way around the room, there are a couple spawns that are more difficult to get to than others. The first we're going to talk about is going to be a death flash that is guarded the top left spawn right here. In order to access this, you're going to need to pull them away from the spawn, CC them, and then you'll be able to loot it. And then from there, what we're going to do is run along this wall and head to this pillar here, which will be a safe spot to reset mobs if you're ever in combat. The next herb spawn is also guarded by a death flash. This one's a little bit more tricky to get to. You can click it if you're just right between this tree and this herb, but sometimes they will wander around and sometimes aggro. So another spot that is a little bit trickier to get to than the others. And then there is 3 spawns that are guarded by lashers that you will have to clear the entire pack. The first one is going to be up here, which will be a Grom's Blood. The second will be down here, which will be a Dreamfoil. And then the third and final one is sort of an optional pack. You don't always have to clear it. You can typically move them to the side, jump onto the pillar to reset them. And while the mobs are resetting, you can go and pick the herb spawn, assuming that they're a safe distance away from you to not interrupt your cast. Once you're done looting the herbs in this room, you're going to head to a safe location and log out. As you can see, this only took me around 2 minutes to complete. And that's going to be the main focus for this farm. Especially for me, since I'm playing on the 20th anniversary realms, I have a chance of getting a Black Lotus from both Dreamfoil and Grom's Blood. Now, once we log out and we're at the character select screen, we're going to set a 5-minute timer. Once that timer is up, you can log back in and you'll be ported to the front of the instance. From here, you can run out, reset, and go again. Now keep in mind, after some duration of time, you will get ported to the graveyard. I'm not exactly sure what this duration is. If you do have more information about this, please leave that in the comments below. But from what I tested, 10 minutes and 15 minutes, you will still get ported to the front of the dungeon. And for anyone wondering, yes, we are going to be skipping the 2 book spawns because we are lazy and adversity scares us. And the same thing goes for the potential ghost mushroom spawn in the other room. Now, while you're waiting for that 5-minute timer, you could choose to just AFK and do something else. But if you're itching to do a couple other gold farms, now's your chance to do some open world farms while you're waiting for that timer so you don't hit that instance lockout. I'll mention 3 very briefly. One is going to be in Western Plaguelands, farming the Crusader pattern off of the Scarlet Spellbinders. You can find them at these 2 locations shown on screen. The next one is going to be farming the Greater Nature Protection Potion. You can farm them off of the behemoths in this cave, as well as the Decaying Horror. Now, the nice thing about this farm is it's surrounded by oozes, so you're going to end up killing them anyway. These can sometimes drop an oozling bag, which gives you some huge potential for gold if you get a disgusting oozling, and not to mention all the potential herbs that are inside of this as well. And then the last gold farm is going to be farming the Greater Shadow Protection Potion recipe. You'll farm this off of the Dark Adepts and the Shadow Mages at this location shown on screen. This will be right above Lights Up Chapel. Keep in mind while doing this farm that you'll need to kill the Crypt Slayers as well, as they share a spawn location with the Dark Adepts and the Shadow Mages. This spot does have a limited amount of spawns, so you're going to typically need to either hop layers or just log out and go back into Maul East at this point. And that's pretty much everything for this lazy gold farm. Be sure to like the video if it helped you out, subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this, and as always, I will see you in the next one.